Over 1 year ago, a game titled Unearthing Mars was released for the PlayStation VR. When I got the chance to try it out, I ended up a little disappointed, then moved on to something else. Which is why I was surprised when I saw a new PSVR trailer for a game called Unearthing Mars 2, The Ancient War, published by Winking Skywalker and developed by Winking Entertainment. So the real question is, did the developers make a better game? Unearthing Mars 2 has you in the role of a commander in a mission titled Unearthing Mars. You use a device to relive the memories of someone in a war against aliens and machines. The story goes way more in depth than that, but I don't want to spoil it. I found the story to be decent, but near the end, it got a little too confusing for me. The gameplay of Unearthing Mars 2 is what really surprised me. It's an arcade shooter similar to games like Time Crisis. The reason this surprised me is because in the first Unearthing Mars, the gameplay switched between multiple different game styles. There were puzzles, moments of exploration, and only a few minutes of shooting. The gameplay of this game is almost nothing like the first one. In the game, you have a primary and secondary weapon. You can unlock these weapons within levels. Once you unlock multiple weapons, you can choose a loadout in the menu before starting a level. The weapons are nice, but I only ended up using the first 2 weapons you unlock. One main feature of the game is to slow down time. Once time is slowed down, it shows weak points on your enemies. If you hit the weak point during this time, you'll deal a massive amount of damage, and in most cases, you'll instantly kill the enemy. But you can't just spam this ability. You have to wait for it to recharge after using it. One thing that might set people off is the movement. The movement is teleportation to set points. You can only teleport to these points when the game allows you to. I personally did not mind this style, especially with it being an arcade shooter, but this could bother some people that really like locomotion in VR. There are 10 levels to play through in this game. It took me around 3 hours to finish all of them. That length might disappoint some, but for me it was the perfect length. I feel like if it would have gone on for a few more hours, it would have gotten repetitive. Some of my favorite levels in this game are the boss levels. The developers did a really good job at making great bosses in this game. I thought the difficulty of the bosses was great, as it never took me more than 2 or 3 tries to beat a boss. The graphics are a little blurry, but the textures are really well designed, and some moments in the game are visually amazing. Overall, Unearthing Mars 2 The Ancient War is a major improvement from the first game. The game does a really good job at creating a fun arcade shooter in VR, and I really enjoyed playing through it. The textures, music, gunplay, and bosses were really good. If you're into shooters, I would recommend you consider picking this one up. Whether it's on sale or at full price, I think most will enjoy this game, as I think it's one of the better PSVR shooters out there.